Hey everybody, this is David at Barnyard Bees. Let's start the year off with a video, and this has been requested a lot from customers or from customers that's not got into beekeeping yet. A lot of people want to know what the initial cost is for getting started, and I'll give you some ideas here what you need for sure to get you started. Now, ignore this equipment right here. This is just old junk I've pulled out. I just use this as an example, something that I'm not using. I don't have any brand new equipment out here in the yard. I could have went down to the store and got all brand new equipment, but this is just an example to give you an idea of what components that you need. Now, everything that you get will be brand new, unassembled, hive body. See the hive body on the bottom. You'll get a bottom board, hive body, median super with a feeder board, which is what you see here in the middle. This is a feeder board right here, and that's what I'll break it down here in a second and show you what's inside. Okay, now like I said, this is your bottom board, which will be completely different than the one you get. Like I said, barnyardbees.com. Look, there's your hive body. The feeder board is actually an inner cover that we use, that we convert to a feeder board. Not this stuff here. This is, like I said, stuff we pulled out of the pile up here to demonstrate the components. Inside, this part will be empty. You will not get frames for this one. The reason for this top part here, the super, the medium that we sell with this kit, is it houses the feeder. Now, like I said, this is dirty. Overlook that, please. This is where you pour your sugar water, in here. This is the best feeder on the market as far as I'm concerned. I don't know of a better feeder than this right here. These things work excellent, and they're very good cost on these too. And you just fill it up with sugar water, whether you do 2 to 1 or 1 to 1, or you can even use dry sugar in the winter time, and fill this part up right here. And then there's a lid that goes on top of it. That'll cover it up completely. That'll keep everything out. There's a plastic lid that goes on top. I don't have it right here, but it's just a plastic lid. And that is why you have that top super. So I just wanted to explain that. Now, you'll get 10 frames or 8 frames, whichever hive you order. And they are the acorn type plastic frames. Then again, this is just an old frame here that I pulled out of the yard to show you what you will get. You'll get 8 or 10 of those, whichever one you order. That'll go in the bottom part here. And the top part will be empty because that's the part that you're going to put your rapid round feeder. Now, what I'm trying to do is show you what is the cheapest way to get started and the least amount of components that you need, the absolute necessities that you got to have in order to get started in beekeeping, because that question's been asked so many times in the comments, and I tried to explain it, but I've never really just made a video just primarily for that. Now, another thing that you'll need, okay, like I said, this is the cheapest way out. One of our old cheap Chinese veil, that it's the ones that I use in the bee yard all the time. It's just an old cheapie that does keep the bees out. It works, and that's my entire bee sit right there. Now, I don't recommend that to anybody that's not got into beekeeping yet, but it's just what I use. Now, say if you bought that and then you wanted to cover up with an old pair of coveralls, like a mechanic's coveralls, and then put on some gloves and rubber bands around your shoes, and you could do that too if you want to get the cheapest way out. Another necessity is a hive tool. You absolutely got to have a hive tool. You can't do without a hive tool. You use it to separate, to break down frames, to separate the frames so you can get them out. Another thing that you absolutely need is a smoker. Now, I'm a big believer in smoking bees. It it changes their demeanor completely. Once you hit them with that puff of smoke, it changes an aggressive bee to a calm bee really fast. Now, does it always work? No, but it does always help, for sure. So, with all this right here that you see, now that's with a 3-pound package of bees to go in your hive with a queen, the total cost for all this will run you around, I got it all wrote down here, $330. Now that's about the absolute cheapest way you can get out. That's the cheapest way that you can get started. Now you could get a nuke, which is a 5-frame, 5 frames of bees, and everything is ready to go for around $225. Now, that don't count your smoker and your hive tool and your veil, but the hive tools are about $28, $27. Hive tool's about $8. The veil is about $6. Now, let's say, okay, I want to go safer. I don't want to take a chance to getting stung. So if you go with your equipment, your what you see here, except brand new equipment, never mind this junky stuff that you're seeing here. This is old junk that I pulled out of the supply stack up there just to show you an example. The stuff, you go to the website barnyardbees.com, you'll see exactly what you get. Everything is brand new, unpainted, and once you get it home, or once you get it, you'll of course, you know, you'll paint it, but it'll look, and the top doesn't look anything like this. It is a metal top, but just go look on the website. You'll get a idea of exactly what you're getting. Now, let's say if you go with a suit, because you don't want to just have that veil and gloves, then your total is going to be around $471. Now, that is one hive getting you started, and that's what everyone's been asking. Now, I completely understand people wanting to do a complete full bee suit, and there's times if I do cutouts, or well, not really swarms, but cutouts, I'll for sure wear a bee suit, because once you get out there into other colonies, a lot of them are very, very aggressive. Now, I've always bragged up our bees because they are very gentle, and they are. You can ask any of our customers, and if people want to comment about the ones that's bought our bees, put it in a comment. Write in a comment your experience with them. That way people will understand when they buy our bees how gentle they are, because they really are. Now, all bees can be mean, just like I've always said. They got days and times that are not good to go into colonies, and you can make the nicest bee mad. You sure can. But with a combination of going into the bees at the right time of day, and the right temperature, the right conditions, and their gentle stock, all that together adds up to be a good experience with bees, believe me. And so just go to the website and you can pull up all the prices of anything on there that you see, barnyardbees.com. I'll put a link in the description. And we're getting ready to make a lot of videos. Sorry folks, I haven't made any. We went through a bad experience with COVID. My whole family did, and it wasn't good. And the last video I made, I think I was in the beginning stages of the COVID, and everything got really bad, but we all got through it, and we're all recovered, and we're ready to get started in the 2021 year with beekeeping for sure, and getting ready to make some videos. And don't forget folks, if you got any questions, go to our videos. We got tons of videos. Barnyard Bees YouTube channel. Go to our website, barnyardbees.com. You'll see everything on there that you need. And there's different options when it comes to these, what you're buying. You just have to go look. But this will give you a general idea you know, what to get. Around $330 if you go the absolute cheapest route, and around $471 if you go with the bee suit and all the, you know, of course, brand new equipment that you'll get. So don't forget, folks, please help share videos, like and subscribe, click on the little bell. Thanks for watching. Barnyard Bees.